Greetings, friends of the truth. In the old reality, things were seen as opposites, hot or cold, black or white, good or bad, this way or that way. In the expanded view of new reality consciousness, life is seen in a unified way. Opposite sides of the coin are viewed not as polar opposites, but rather as just being different aspects of the one coin. In the new reality view of the world, the opposite extremes of hot and cold become variable degrees of warmth. Black and white become, instead, endless shades of gray. Good and bad become different shades of human nature, and these can be viewed without the judgment and fear that comes with old reality polarized thinking. In the old reality, destiny and free will were seen as mutually exclusive. The reasoning was that, if destiny exists, then it controls everything and therefore, free will does not exist. On the other hand, you can prove that free will does exist by making a choice. So, as the thinking goes, if free will does exist, then there can be no destiny. But wait. Perhaps that choice of free will was really a predestined one. Perhaps the person was destined to make that choice all along, so the experience of choice was just an illusion. At this point, people usually give up on the whole question because it has turned into one of those brain teasers, like asking which came first, the chicken or the egg. Brain teasers keep your mind in an endless loop until you step back from the situation and see it in a wider perspective. The new, wider perspective allows for the inclusion of non-materialistic factors. In deciding whether the chicken or the egg came first, for example, you just have to step back and see that the creator designed the chicken to be self-perpetuating. When you step back and see destiny and free will from a wider perspective, you realize that nothing has to be absolute. If every event in your life were preordained, there would be no such thing as free will or self-determination. As we do have free will, destiny cannot be fixed. Destiny is therefore variable, not fixed. Destiny and free will both exist as interwoven facets of your life. Like threads in a tapestry, they interact with each other and blend to form the outcomes that are the events in your life. So your destiny is created by plans that you made at a soul level of consciousness. Before you were born, you made your main plan for this life. Then, the minute you were born, the rules of the game demanded that you also get a case of amnesia about the whole arrangement. Such is the game of life in the physical realm. However, at night when you go to sleep, you have the chance to visit the deepest levels of human consciousness and review how the original plan is unfolding and make changes to your plan if desired. When you return to your physical body and awake in the morning, amnesia strikes again. Within seconds of your conscious mind returning into your physical brain, you forget both the surface dreams and the deep experiences of the night. Amnesia may be a part of the game we are playing in this life, but inner guidance is always available to anyone who pays attention to it. Your intuition is your link to your soul or inner being, which is also linked to the rest of the universe and all levels of creation. You are never left alone to fumble in the darkness of a purely physical life. Your inner being is always there with you, expressing itself through the quiet whisperings of intuitive information. Thanks to this inner compass of knowing, you can always sense which choice feels right. You can always tell when your life is running on plan, and you can tell equally well if you've become temporarily distracted from your plan. You always have the means to be right on course or get back on course and explore the fascinating themes that make up your life plan. The most productive use of free will is to explore your true potential within the themes of your life, thus gaining the greatest possible experience from your life plan. Destiny is an influence that comes from your inner plan. There is nothing absolute about your destiny. It's a pressure which constantly seeks the best route to unfold into manifestation. Free will provides the means to manifest that destiny in a way that provides the learning that you came here to acquire in this life. Destiny is variable. It adapts to new circumstances in your life every day. As destiny unfolds, you feel it within as a sense of being a part of the flow of life, of manifesting your potential in the way that you planned for this day and that you planned for this life. Destiny is the plan. Free will is the action. Experience is the result. That's what being human is. Dear ones, we cherish the opportunity to establish this connection with you. Our teachings come from a world that remains a mystery to many of you, though a few have visited us over time. We would love to show you how to maintain a stable and beautiful vibration. Earth is full of 3D technology that can pollute the human mind, but it only affects those who connect and absorb it. Beyond this, there is another realm where one is truly present and nothing harmful can touch them. To avoid lower vibrations, it is crucial to be mindful of what is happening in your mind and to be selective in your thoughts and beliefs. Once you learn to do this, your mind will no longer tune into lower vibrations. Set your intentions clearly and direct your mind toward beauty and positivity. You will begin to experience more and more of that. Tell yourself, I see beauty everywhere, and observe the magic that this intention brings. You create your reality, so choose wisely what you plant in your inner garden. A high vibrational being does not feed judgmental thoughts, whether toward themselves or others, because that contradicts the law of one and lowers their vibration. Spend your time wisely by supporting the life force that flows through you. Nurture your body with wholesome foods, meditate, exercise, dance. If someone has convinced you that you need to sit for long hours in a chair, reflect on that belief and manifest what truly resonates with your heart. Be spontaneous, flow with the life within you, and smile. Sometimes, down here in Shambhala, we put in great effort to achieve our goals, but we are always motivated from within by our true aspirations for the growth of all. We are neither lazy nor passive. We are very active beings who love to create. At times, we give up our personal desires to channel our energy into collective creations for the benefit of all that is. We remain relaxed, so we don't feel the need to rest after our work. We are constantly connected to one another, and we can sense when someone needs something. We always help. Many of you on Earth are becoming increasingly empathic, but sometimes you may not know how to handle your heightened sensitivity, leading you to withdraw. Know that your sensitivity is a gift from the future. You are the new human, one who feels and understands what is happening around them. Use this gift by nurturing others, by being open and caring. You feel so that you can help. You are a healer. Many of you are destined to visit Agartha and the other civilizations that are part of Shambhala. You, who have opened your heart to acceptance and love, are you ready to visit us? Blessings. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters. We endeavor to awaken within you more of the knowledge and the wisdom that lies dormant within you. You do not only access wisdom and knowledge through learning from books, videos, and other people. You access all that you need by recognizing that it is within you and then seeking it out. When you are being given a high-frequency energy transmission, such as this one, you are more likely to access what has been buried deep down inside of you. And you may even attribute that new knowledge or wisdom to us, but we deserve not one iota of credit for it. It is within you, and it is you, and we are the facilitators. We are the ones who inspire, but we also want you to recognize yourselves as the ones who contain everything that you need inside of you. So what do you need to know then? You need to know who you really are, and you need to know that everything is within you. You sometimes feel lost in this world, in this sea of possibilities. You sometimes feel confused about what you are to do next, what direction to take in your lives. Our recommendation is that when you are at one of those crossroads, you simply close your eyes, relax, breathe, and wait. The waiting is the hardest part, because in the waiting, doubt can creep in. When doubt creeps in, it is like going back to the belief that says that you don't have all the answers inside of you, and maybe you should consult someone else. Maybe you need to ask another human being for their opinion on your life. But that can ultimately confuse your mind, and what you want is less confusion. That is why it's so important to shut off your mind for a while and let yourself receive the wisdom and the knowledge, the intuitive hit that you are getting from within. Let it rise to the surface. If nothing happens and you've sat for 15, 30, or even 45 minutes, do not despair. Do not then assume that you just wasted your time. You did not waste your time. You meditated and you affirmed your belief in yourself and in what is contained within you. You don't need to pretend that your physical, logical mind has all the answers all the time, and you also do not need to despair that you don't know anything. Instead, find the happy medium and recognize that you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. You don't need information that you don't need. And so, relaxing and trusting, having patience and faith become a big part of this journey for all of you at one time or another, and the patient one knows that what they need will rise up to the surface. It is a show of faith. It is a belief in the self, the true self, the whole self, and you do not need to go back into doubt as though doubt has all the answers. Remember that the next time you start to feel yourself sliding back into that idea that the answers must be obtained by going to some source outside of you, listen to your hearts and your feelings. Determine for yourselves whether something resonates with you, the real you, and trust that what you haven't unlocked yet within you will be unlocked. And it will most likely be because you did nothing but focus on something that is putting you in a higher vibrational state. That is all for now. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters, and we are always amongst you.